back to Symphogear GX, episode 3, Twilight of the Musicians, and this episode picks up with, I guess the aftermath of the girls fighting the new Arkanoids. And, I guess the Symphogear obviously was destroyed last week, their uniforms were, I guess, taken out. And, this shows, I guess what happens after that. Obviously, they realize later on that the clothes didn't materialize afterwards, so, yeah, they're kind of left without anything to cover up. So, they're kind of in danger, but they get some assistance from Kirara. She kind of appears and they transform with also Shirabe. She kind of joins in too, helping one of the girls out. The other team, I guess Tsubasa and Chris. So you have the other two girls that I thought weren't going to be transforming, or they weren't allowed to, due to the fact that they were technically criminals last season. But yeah, they do transform and they do come to the girls' aid, but they're not as powerful as as the main girls, because they're not, I guess, synchronized with their linker. So they kind of don't have, their power is not, they can't use it very long, basically. So, but they come in and kind of stop the other girls, the dolls, from taking out, Chris and Tsubasa, because, they have other things to do. And it's just what Carol just pulls them back, because she doesn't want, them to, it gets mess with their plans, so she kind of lets them live for now, which is something I would have known they're gonna do, because they gotta stretch the series out somehow. They can't just take them out right away. Classic villain shit here, but yeah. So that was fun watching that, and we also had Elfenine. She kind of helped them escape as well. So I guess Shirabe and Kira kind of came in the right spot to help the girls out. So thanks to them, the other girls kind of managed to get out, but Chris takes a little hard that, she's a kind of a prideful character. She doesn't really like being beaten or defeated, so she kind of takes it to heart that, yeah, we live, but in her opinion, she would rather fight and, fight the dolls instead of being, we got beaten. In her opinion, it's just a prideful thing with her, I guess. And we also had Tsubasa kind of, I guess, wanting to give up her idol stuff right now until they take care of the current bad guys, which is fine. So yeah, we had all that, and they finally get Elfenine to explain what Carol's up to, and basically she wants to dismantle the world with alchemy, take it apart, and destroy the world basically. So, and we also learned that Elfenine helped her build this big device or tower or something, kind of relic, to destroy the world, to help her, to help Carol. But also at the same time, Elfenine she's not really human. They find out she's a homunculus. Obviously, when you deal with alchemy in anime, or any kind of story with alchemy, homunculus tends to come around. That word gets thrown in a lot when dealing with that. So, Elfenine is actually a homunculus who was, I guess, created, obviously, and she has these, I guess, stuff implanted in her. She knows how to build the weapon, and she knows what it does, but she doesn't have as much power and magic ability as Carol does. So originally I thought Carol and Elfenine were twins, like they're sisters or something, that one of them was good, the other one was bad, but that's not the case here, I guess. So, and Elfenine also brought this box that has a relic known as, I don't know how to say this one, Raring Dane. It's like a relic that can counter everything Carol's doing. So I assume that's going to be applied to one of these crystals, because the girls can't use them because they're cracked. Tsubasa and Chris are kind of screwed for now, and they can't use Shirabe or Kara because, again, they're not at full power. So the only one left is Hibiki, and something happens at the end of the episode with her. But I assume they're going to take this relic and maybe apply it to one of these crystals and give maybe one of the girls a new gem. I would assume that would be maybe Maria, since she doesn't have one, and she was kind of like the strongest of the three from last season. In my opinion, I think she used more in I guess connected with her linker, because obviously because of her sister. But yeah, so we learned the plot of the series will be Carol obviously trying to destroy the world, which is pretty much every other season's kind of sort of about, but yeah. But yeah, so Hibiki is their last hope if anything happens, and obviously Carol, she has her own set of plans. If she makes her move, if she's trying to activate her last doll, this is the red looking thing, and I guess it's the most powerful one she has. So they're trying to reactivate that one. And I guess they do that by taking life force from other people, other humans, to power that one up. So I think that's how these dolls are how they come to life. I wouldn't say a human soul because they haven't really said that people died that they took the spirit from, but energy from, we'll see. But yeah, so in the end, they're trying to wake that third one up. And we get a little moment with Hibiki going back to school. Like everything's fine, obviously. Her other friends can tell something's wrong with her. Especially her very, very close friend that, she knows there's something, Hibiki's hiding something. So, but yeah, so we get that little bit with them, and the doll that was taking people's spirits or energy, whatever you want to call it, appeared, and she confronts Hibiki, wanting her to transform, like fight me, and Hibiki doesn't really want to, she wants to talk, but she summons the Arkanoids, and Hibiki, suddenly in fear, I guess, can't transform. She forgets how to sing the song to allow her to transform, so it's a little bit of drama there. It's kind of weird that Hibiki suddenly forgot, but I guess it's due to maybe her new attitude of not wanting to fight. She wants to talk things out and get things done peacefully, which Maria kind of has a problem with. It's the whole, she has all this, I guess jealousy towards Hibiki who has this power. She's like, if I had the power, I would be using it, not, hiding and holding back. So you get a little bit of thing between those two, but it wasn't very much. They might dive into it later on. But yeah. So the episode, that was pretty much the episode. We learned about Alpha 9, Carol's plan, and again you see Shirabe and Kara able to transform and help in their own unique way. But extras from the episode, there was this bit in the middle of the episode where they were singing about beef stroganoff, and I thought it was really funny how it busted out in this random song and dance performance. I like that. It kind of stays true to what Symphogear is about. It's about singing and songs and things like that, and I really love how they kind of throw things like that in, maybe to lighten up the mood. Because, so far it was kind of down in the dumps for most of the characters because they're beaten and all this stuff. And yeah, we also had Maria kind of switch from being an idol for the government, and she's just going to be her own. She's going to join Sound, which is the group that Symphogear works with now. And the last thing we mentioned was Kirara's transformation. It was really cool. We got to see her, transform. We didn't see Shirabe's transformation. I assume maybe later on in the series we'll see hers. But yeah, so far we've seen all of them, and it's hard to rank them all what I've liked so far. Kirara was definitely nice. It's a little bit of a, weird camera angles with hers, but it wasn't bad. So yeah, that was pretty much the episode. I'm not sure what's going to happen next week. Maybe another lighthearted episode where girls kind of can relax, but with Vicky, I'm curious as to why she can't transform. But yeah, see you guys next week.